Amazing. I think it looks like we're live right now on our Facebook. This is super exciting. We have a lot of really special guests and tonight, and I'm so excited to introduce you all to them. But first, I got to introduce the human before we get started. So, let's just take it away. Taylor, we found out through a student check-in coffee chat that you have a bunch of animals, but can you introduce yourself to everyone that's watching today?
Sure. So I'm Taylor. I'm currently a placement student with KSAC, and I do have a farm of miscellaneous animals. I've been interested in horses since I was probably 10, and I got my first horse when I was 14, which is one of the horses that I'll be showing you today.
Amazing. Okay, before we see these wonderful horses, you know, we had a building internal resilience to horses program, but I want to hear through you, why are horses so healing?
Yeah, for sure. So one of the things that I've been told since I started working with horses is that they can sense your emotions and they can sense your mood. So one of the great things that a horse, if you're happy, they know you're happy. If you're angry or irritated or stressed, then they know that. So it's pretty cool to see your mood reflected back to you, because sometimes you don't know how you're feeling, and your horses will be like, "This is how." And then the other thing too is that they're just big furry love animals that don't, judge you, and they just comfort you when you want to hang out with them.
Yeah, it's like they fill us with so much like love, trust, and confidence. And going
Exactly.
off of what you said, like they really make you connect to your body and soul,
Yeah.
as well with your heart as well. And just like watching horses run too is just like something so beautiful in that. Okay. I think we've teased us enough. I see Jocelyn on the stream being like, let's get to the horses. So Taylor, you got to introduce, who are we looking at, and let's hear about them. Let's go.
Absolutely. All right. So I'm just turning around now. So this is Annie. This is the horse that I've had for 10 years. This little cutie. She's not really little. She's about 16 hands high. I'll show you me standing right next to her so you can see where I stand.
Oh my goodness!
So I'm shorter than her.
Wow.
And she's 16 and she'll be 17 in May.
Oh my goodness.
And yeah, she's my heart horse. I absolutely love her. My parents actually got her for me for my birthday / Christmas gift one year. And we ended up moving her home about 9 years ago. So she's been here for 9 years.
Oh my goodness. Let's get a close up on that face there, eating all that hay. We're really spoiling. Oh my goodness. Look at that face.
Yeah, and she actually has a goose marking on her forehead.
Wow.
So yeah, this is Annie.
Annie. Now, how does Annie's hair feel? Like the hair on the mane versus like the hair on like the face?
So her forelock, which is like her bangs, and her tail are all super coarse. They feel just like you bleached your hair too much, which is normal. That's what horse hair feels like. And then they're actually shedding their winter coats right now, which you can see.
Oh, wow.
So she's really, really, really losing a lot of hair, which is normal.
Yeah.
So she's super soft and super fuzzy right now. And then in the summertime when she shed, she actually gets these polka dots right here that are called dapples. But yeah, she's fluffy and soft and super lovable right now.
I was gonna ask, with the shedding, is there like a color change? Because it looks like she has lots of different colors on her already.
Yeah, so I mean, for the most part, she stays the dark brown. Oh, she's gonna go take another pile. For the most part, she stays the dark brown, but you can see like on her back, there's light brown, and on her stomach and her face. The only big difference is in the summertime, like I said, she gets those lighter polka dots right around this area on both sides and on her inner legs.
Oh my goodness. Okay, and we've got another horse there that is wanting to get on this camera. Oh my goodness. We've got Annie, and who's this one?
This is Ember.
Look. Oh
Getting
wow,
in
lots
for
of kisses. Lots of kisses for the K-Stack followers.
yeah, lots of love. So Ember was a rescue horse. She was training to be a race horse, so she was on the track, and she ended up getting an injury in one of her back legs so she wasn't able to train anymore. So a friend of ours ended up rescuing her and keeping her here, and then we eventually just said, Annie loves her too much, so we ended up keeping her.
Yeah.
And one thing about Ember that Annie doesn't have is she actually has front shoes.
Oh.
So if you see these little shiny parts there, those are the nails of her horseshoes. And I'll see if she'll let me pick her shoe up. So there's her horseshoe.
Wow.
Those parts that are like sticking out, the round parts, those are corks, so they keep her from sliding. And then that yellow thing in there is a popper, so it keeps the snow from staying in her shoes.
Now, why does one horse have horseshoes and the other one doesn't?
So Ember has a tendency to get abscess when she doesn't have shoes on. Okay. So they're just really awful, and they hurt like the horses. They can't walk very well.
Yeah.
So without her shoes, she gets them a lot. We tried to do a summer without them, and she was on stall rest the whole summer. So she just has super sensitive, dry feet, whereas Annie's feet are healthy and they're not as sensitive as Ember's.
So you talked about Ember being a rescue horse. What does that mean? So did they not want this horse anymore? Was it like not being treated properly? Is that why it's a rescue, or what was that? What did that come to?
So they both see the food truck coming. So basically what happened was she was trained to race, but because of her injury and how long it would have taken her to heal, and also the possibility that even if she did heal, she wouldn't be able to race again, they weren't interested in keeping her because she was no longer useful to them. So that's why they put her up for sale. She's such a sweet horse though, so yeah. I mean, we're grateful to have her, and she's now green broke, so that means she's able to be ridden, but only by people who know what they're doing, because she still has a tendency to sometimes jump or get scared or go too fast. We're gonna follow them because they're gonna go get food now.
Oh, fun. Now, what was this emotional journey like? Oh wow, look at that.
Also, it's super muddy in here because it's spring.
Yeah. What was that emotional journey like then? And have you noticed a difference in emotions with the horses?
Yeah, so with Ember, she was like, when we first got her, nobody could ride her because she was super jumpy and all over the place and skittish. So with working with her and creating that bond and relationship with her, we were able to, get some people on her. This is my mom.
Hi.
And she's created quite the bond with everybody here. So she's more like a puppy than a horse in a lot of ways. She just loves affection. As you can see, she's waiting and Annie's pacing.
Oh, wow.
So what we're doing right now, I'll just tell you because it's happening. Once a day, the horses get fed grains.
Okay.
Which is so that they get their minerals and their vitamins, because right now they just have hay. So they're not getting all of that from just their hay. So we give them their grains once a day, and that's what they're eating right now. So it's a mixture of hi. That's some of it right there. So yeah, that's what they're eating right now. It also helps them keep a healthy weight in the winter as well as the summertime. They get less in the summer though.
Okay. And is that because there's more growing around in the summer for them to munch on?
Yeah, there's more grass. Like I said, right now it's just a mud pit, but that happens every year. But eventually they do get more grass. We expand their pasture out there. It's a smaller pasture for winter so that there's less ice for them to slip on. So once summer comes, they'll get more time out in the field to eat grass and more time for grazing.
Oh, amazing.
Yeah.
You can just pet it one more time. We want to get a close up of you petting this. You know, we're all living vicariously. Oh my goodness, look at those scritches.
Big pets. And shedding.
Yeah.
But yeah, she's a lovely, lovely horse. I mean, they both are, but
yeah. Oh,
Ember's in the house eating. We'll go back to her. She's in here.
And how has the horses helped you emotionally?
So
especially with COVID, right? Big transition.
Yeah.
How have the horses helped?
So things about having the horses, especially at my parents, so they're not very far. One of the biggest things that I found was I was riding more and just being like down here and spending time with my horses more, you know, because there wasn't a ton of other stuff to do. But I'm extremely grateful that I did get that chance, because I got to build a stronger bond with Annie, and I began to build a strong bond with Ember as well. And also when I come down here, I just feel like none of my worries or stresses matter. It's like they all disappear as soon as I walk in the pasture with the horses. So
amazing. Well, Taylor, thank you so much for this and introducing us to your gorgeous horses, Annie and Amber. Amber? Ombre?
Ember, like fire embers.
There we go. Okay. Not ombre. We don't have an ombre.
No, Ember.
Oh, amazing.
Getting every last lick.
Look at those eyes and those eyelashes. Oh my goodness. Oh. Say hello to all the KSAC followers. Yeah, give us a wink if you're listening. Perfect. Amazing. Well, Taylor, thank you so much for introducing us to your gorgeous horses.
No problem.
Let me do this here. I am really looking forward to what's going to happen next week. Who are you introducing to us?
I think next week's the alpacas, if I'm not mistaken.
It is, yeah. You said April Fool's Day for the donkey of all things. And then we've got ducks after that.
Yep. Yeah, it'll be alpacas next week, which is pretty cool. I'll tell more about it next week, but 2 of them are rescues, and then one of them was actually born here. So
amazing. Well, we're really looking forward to it. And thank you so much for sharing the horses to all the KSAC followers and inspiring some healing today. It was really beautiful of you to do that.
No problem. Can't wait for next week.
Amazing. We'll see you all next week.